Jesus never failed. Jesus never failed. Heaven and earth is gonna pass away, but Jesus never failed. I heard a story about a woman whose husband died and left her with 8 children. The oldest one was only 9 years old. The woman had never worked a day in her life. I'm told her husband always did the work and brought his money home. Well, here she was now with all of these children and no skills, no abilities. But she had all of these to feed. I'm told she went out and looked for a job. Everywhere she looked, it seemed as if she couldn't find anything to do. Finally, she found a job cleaning house. But you know you can't make enough money on a domestic job to feed a family. And so she got 2 jobs. And then she got 3 jobs. And in working all of these jobs, she worked her body down to the extent that she wasn't able to keep going. But one thing about this woman, she taught her children how to pray. The oldest child, that was 9, helped out around the house as much as she possibly could. This oldest child would work with the children and with the lesson, teach them how to pray and tuck them in bed because, you know, Mama was never home to do that. One day, Mama came home walking slow. She had worked to the point that her nerves were almost gone. She went in the bedroom. While she was in there, the 9-year-old child fell down on her knees. She looked up towards heaven. She said, Jesus, you know things are getting mighty hard down here. Mama can't make it like this. We want you to come and help us. She thought about, her mama told her, if you ever want to say anything to Jesus, you can talk to him just like you talk to anybody else. So the little girl got a piece of paper and a pencil, began to write Jesus a letter. She said, Dear Jesus, Mama told me you see and you know all things. So you must know how hard times are getting around our house. Mama's sick. The rent is behind. I need some shoes and my little brothers and sisters need some shoes. Jesus, Mama said you can. And Mama said that you're only a prayer away. Dear Jesus, will you please come by our house and give us some money to pay the rent? Give us some food to go on our table. And please, Jesus, will you go in the bedroom and lay your hand on Mama? But she said that you have enough power in the hem of your garment to make the wounded whole. The little girl finished the letter, sealed it, carried it to the mailbox. Little did she know that the mailman would come the next day, and as he looked in the box and got the letter out, he began to laugh and he said, what fool would write a letter to Jesus? He said, well, it's not going anywhere anyway, so let me just open it and read it. He read what the letter said, and he was so thrilled over what the letter was saying that he carried to work and showed it to some of the other fellas. They were standing around just laughing at the contents of the letter. The old postmaster stepped out. Said, fellas, what are you laughing at? They said, some fool had nerve enough to write Jesus. He said, give me the letter. The old man, trembling from the age that had accumulated on him, and he read the letter. Tears filled his eyes. He said to them, you go back to work. I'll take care of this. The old man got in his automobile, rode by the country store and picked up a couple of bags of grocery, went to the home of the little girl and knocked on the door, gave her the grocery. She said, sir, I don't know you. The old man looked at her and said, but you know Jesus. A little later, the old man went back to church and told the missionaries about the situation. They raised money and brought enough to pay the grocery bill, the rent, the light bill. Little girl ran into the room where Mama was and said, Mama, I don't know who those people were, but they brought this money back. They said that we don't know them, but we know Jesus. Mama looked up at the little girl with tears in her eyes. She began to look towards heaven, for she knew the Lord had answered her prayer. And as she looked towards heaven, it seemed as if this song just started ringing in her heart. Jesus never failed. Jesus never failed. Heaven and earth is gonna pass away, but Jesus never